Afternoon, sunshines. So today, the guys who are deploying from the 82nd down at Fort Bragg left for Iraq this morning. Good luck to all of you all. Godspeed, good thoughts, and I don't really pray, so I'm thinking of you guys, put it that way. Daniel feels kind of down about it, which is understandable. And I really wish that I could be there to kind of help him feel better about it. I think me being there might help as well, him feel better. Sadly, I'm still in Kentucky. Athena and I took a trip to Hamburg today, which is the shopping center that Target is in, as well as a PetSmart. I went to go get her nails trimmed. Apparently, because I've never been there, I have to have her actual rabies paperwork that says she's had a rabies vax before they can trim her nails. No one told me that, so I didn't have it on me. I did get her a knuckle while we were there, and then we went across the street to Target, and I got her some dog food. But while I was there, I thought I'd check my schedule for this week, just because I was like, I'm pretty sure I know what I work, but I'm just going to double check. Last I knew, which was actually Friday, because I looked at my schedule last Friday, I worked Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 4 a.m. to like 9:30, working the truck, and then I worked presentation until like 11, I think. Except for Friday, where I picked up a closing operator shift. But I have a 4-hour window between the end of my presentation shift to my operator shift. Anyway, I look at my schedule, and I'm on the schedule for today for signing, which is 4 a.m. to 8 a.m., set in the ad, that I didn't know about. So when I looked at my schedule the first time when it was posted, it wasn't there. I know it wasn't there. Because I purposely didn't print out this week's schedule because it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, truck at 4, get off whenever presentation's over. And I was like, I don't need to print out my schedule to remember that. That's easy. That's what it normally is. So I didn't print it out. Wish I had those so I could be like, look, you changed it and didn't tell me. This is why I didn't show up, because you didn't tell me it changed. I found the manager, the leader, the LOD, which is the leader on duty. I apologized to him. I was like, not much I can do about it now except for say I'm sorry. I didn't know I had to work today. I'll be here for the truck in the morning. That was that. But it kind of made me really upset. This is the second time they've done this to me, where they changed the shift and didn't tell me. However, the first time I caught it, I just didn't think they'd do it again. So that kind of sucks. Whatever. Makes me a little bit glad I put my 2 weeks in. Because yes, I officially put my 2 weeks in on Saturday morning? No, Friday night. Put my 2 weeks in on Friday night because can't do an LOA. They said it would be easier and better for me if I just went ahead and quit and told the Target down at Fayetteville that I was in the area and if they needed anybody to give me a call. So that's what I'm going to do. Hopefully they don't call me though, because I'm getting really fed up with Target's crap. Looking into doing work from home stuff, I've talked to a few people about it. One of my friends in, well, she's in Washington State right now, but her husband is stationed in Vegas area. She does a work from home job, and I talked to her a little bit about it and what goes into it and stuff. And then I've just kind of been looking around at looking around for work at home stuff. And it seems pretty easy. It's just the whole letting go of control thing that I have an issue with. I'm a bit of a control freak. So that's why I like having a steady paycheck, because then I can control it a little bit more. You can't really control stuff if you work from home. At least not as well as I would like to. But I'm looking into that. Hopefully I can get into photography more down there as well. So maybe open up a studio, and that way I control my influx a little bit more. We'll see. It's just thoughts right now, because I still don't move for 10 days. My birth certificate has yet to arrive in North Carolina. Hopefully it gets there tomorrow or Tuesday, so that Daniel can go down to housing. Be like, here is my wife's stuff, so you can believe that she's real, and that I do qualify for housing. Not, because the marriage license is enough, apparently. Or the marriage certificate, I mean. So that's all happening next week, and we should have a house by next week, so that when I go down the week after, I have somewhere to stay. I mean, I have somewhere to stay even if we don't have a house by then, because his friend just recently moved into a new house, and they have a spare bedroom, and they said I was welcome to stay until we got housing. Which is fantastic, because Lord knows how long that will take. Hurry up and wait. But not much to report. Other than that, I did find out on this little jaunt that Athena and I had that she will be getting some motion sickness medicine on this 8-hour drive, because the drive itself is fairly quick. It's maybe 20 minutes down the interstate. She's gonna crawl on my lap. Stop it. It's maybe 20 minutes down the interstate, and then not even like 2 minutes to get to the stores. So she did okay. She was a little bit antsy. I bought a attachment for a travel harness to a seatbelt. Basically, I put her harness on, I attached this attachment to her harness where I would put a leash, and then I clip the seatbelt through a loop on the end of the attachment, and she's secure. She can't go very far, essentially is what it does, and it holds her in place if I were to, heaven forbid, get into a car accident. So I tried that with her. She didn't like that she couldn't move around. So on the way home, I didn't put it on her, and she just kind of, did her usual thing of occasionally looking out the window, jumping down on the floorboard in front of the seat, coming over to the center console, standing on it, and licking my face. And then she started laying down. I was like, puppy, you probably aren't feeling good. You should just lay down and stay down. Well, she didn't like to stay down. I don't know why. She doesn't like to sleep in cars. But she's doing okay on the ride here, home, and then she starts yawning like that. She starts yawning a lot and licking the inside of her mouth, like the roof of her mouth, which I have noticed is a sure sign that she's about to barf. And she'd been doing that the whole ride. I was like, just hold on, we're almost home, puppy. Don't do it yet. And she's doing okay, and then we pull down the street, pull into the drive, and I seriously put her in a park, and she starts licking her mouth, like, a lot. For a good couple of seconds. And I'm like, oh no, she's gonna barf. And she gets this frowny face that she makes before she throws up, and I get out of the car, and I'm pulling her out with me, and she's getting about to jump out, and she goes, bleh. Outside the car. Like, she did it outside the car, but she still threw up. So Puppy's getting motion sickness medicine on the 8-hour drive to North Carolina. Gotta get her some Dramamine. Make her sleep. Because that's what does it to you, is the motion. It's the motion. You maybe get a little anxious, but it's the motion mostly. So, it was nice to figure that out before we left, though, because at least I can get it before we leave and give it to her and stuff. I'm also been advised not to feed her at least 8 hours before the trek, because it's hard to throw up when you don't have anything in your stomach. So she's going to be starving when we finally get, starving when we finally get down there. Because it's 8 hours, no food 8 hours before we leave. No food for another 8 hours. Yeah, you're gonna be hungry, puppy, and I don't want to starve you, but it's for your own good. We'll get lots of food and lovin's when we get there, I promise. Daniel will make sure of that. But, that was my adventurous day. Not much else has happened, really. Probably going out to get dinner with an old friend of mine before I leave, because he lives in Richmond and I don't get to see him a lot, like ever. So it'll be good to see Joe again. And, yeah. Not a very exciting day, to say the least. I really, really, really can't wait until I get an actual camera and can, like, film a little bit every day and just piece it all together like Katie does. Because that's kind of fun. And I feel like it's more interesting to watch than just a one-shot video. But anyway, I need to go eat something, because I haven't really eaten all day, except for a cup of coffee. That's not really eating. So I'm going to end this. You all have a wonderful rest of your day, and a wonderful rest of your week, and I will talk to you all later. Go Seahawks!